1600 Sky is fine. It's that team. Okay. Well, if it's Covert Cloak, Excalibur as a lead is amazing, because then I just Ice Shard it. And if it's Sash, Iron Hands is amazing, because I fake it out. And I don't know which one it is. And, like, Fake Out loses to Covert Cloak. Ice Shard loses to Focus Sash. So it has to be Farigiraf then. Yeah, it will have to be Farigiraf. But then, is it bulky enough to get through just offense mode? Jumpluff is annoying. Like, it'd be fine in open team sheet, but not in GC. I'm going to choose to decide that it's not Covert Cloak. It's not Covert Cloak. It would be nice if they timed out into Torkoal and Fluttermane, but oh well. Actually, no, that's actually quite a bad lead against my Iron Hands and Screamtail. I guess I'd just Terror the Screamtail, but wouldn't be ideal. And on these kind of teams, that's a cool trainer card. It doesn't tend to be Eruption. Like, it still might be, but it doesn't tend to be. It tends to be Support Torkoal. Well, they led with Jumpluff, but it was in with Fluttermane as well. Right, so now, are you Covert Cloak? That's all this is going to come down to now. Do I need to Terror or anything else? Don't think so. Don't be Covert Cloak. And if you are, just dodge. And they didn't switch into Torkoal and Shadow Ball. I thought that would be a pretty reasonable play. Oh, this is Terra Ghost, isn't it? That's Terra Ghost. Come on. Come on, dude. Don't be like that. That's not cool. Just dodge, please. That's not cool. I mean, it was definitely Focus Sash given it Terra Ghosted there. But... so yeah, Excalibur would have been a bad lead. Don't do it. I'm living that at least. Don't do it. Of course it did. And that's just about 3 shots me, I think. Well, I will detect and Trick Room now. I'll get the first turn Wake, it's perfectly fine. But that was not an ideal turn 1, and I hate facing Sleep Powder because it is just an RNG fest. And if they switch into Torkoal here, then reasonable. That is Chi-Yu. So if I wake up, then I'm fine. And if I don't wake up, I'm pretty sure I just lose. So we're waking up here. Right, Screamtail. Right. Well, that's game over. What can you do? That one's just an RNG fest. Yep, the game's just over. I'm forfeiting. There's no way back. It doesn't gleam through the rest of my team. Like, if you want to play like that and just play RNG, then that's on you. It will win you some games. It will lose you some games. But personally, I prefer not to have to rely on things like that, because you just run Gravity instead. Why would you not just run Gravity? Sleep Powder is also one of the more frustrating losses, because it's just RNG. Like 75% is in your favor. It ends up being like you average 1.5 turns of sleep, so it is optimal to go for Sleep Powder, but it's always annoying. Okay, so again, just because I don't know if they're safety goggles or not on the mouse hold. I can easily get up Trick Room if they're not safety goggles. But I saw previously Ferograph was good at getting out the Trick Room if it was in the face of that. So, yeah, I'll go Iron Hands Ferograph. And Excalibur is fantastic. And Torkoal is reasonable. Is it better than the others? It might be. Just have to shrug off the Sleep Powder ones. That's what happens most, like, in their favour. It's in their favour, so. But it's always annoying. That's a cool trainer card. Yep, just that. That's perfectly fine. Now, again, if they have Taunt on the mouse hold, then it's better to go for Fake Outs, but I want to be able to try and get away with a close combat while I set up Trick Room. Because Ferograph being a normal type, they can't Rage Fist it. If they Rage Fist the Iron Hands, then fair enough. And to be fair, Fake Out stops a beat up as well, so Iron Hands definitely lives. So it's probably better to do that. But, oh well, too late. And they Terra Ghosted anyway? They did. Okay, fine. I'm content with that because that's a wasted Terra. Like, sure, you get your H-Fist, but now you can't Terra defensively with your... Of course. This is the GC after all. Now it's just game over again. Like, I can't do anything. Of course it was torn. Any way back? There's not, is there? Because they beat up this turn K of the Iron Hands. There's nothing I can do. Detect and just get a Psyshock into the Annihilate, but I'm Psyshock, not Psykick, so the bulk up means that they're just going to win. It's fine, I'll just crit through it. Right. And this time while it's beating it up, how common is Taunt on Mousehold? Because I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. There we go. Where's the Moose? Oh, Moose isn't there. No, it is. There we go. Well, that did reasonable damage. It's on 13% of Mouseholds, apparently. So, you know, a reasonable amount. But now this is where they just go for follow me, and there's nothing I can do. They just rage through my team. So I'll just try and double protect. I hope it's 2 shots to Mousehold. It does not. So... yeah, they still just follow me and Rage Fist forever. Well, they definitely taunt the Ferograph this turn. Maybe Torkoal lives. It doesn't. It's +1 and it's now boosted, so... maybe I need to just go for Eruption and predict them to predict the Torkoal Protect. That might have been the best thing to do, actually. They were always taunting. It's just like, do they predict the Protect? Because they should always Rage Fist the Torkoal. Yeah, they did. So, I don't think I'm living. Even though I've got great defenses. Yeah, of course not. Crit the Psyshock, though. And if I don't crit the Psyshock, then I do just lose. Yeah, so I'll forfeit here. Terraghost Taunt is pretty bad for me there. So, I'm being GC'd a little bit, but you should expect that at some point in the GC. Just happened to be when I was actually having a pretty good streak going. It was like one game away from 1700s at one point. But now I don't think I'm even in CP range. So, not ideal. Yeah, that's not CP range. Mm, 1500s guy. With a very reasonable team. Okay, so Brute Bonnet and Screamtail because they got Fluttermane and Chi-Yu. I need to bring Torkoal because they got Dondozo, and then it's got to be Iron Hands. Yeah, this is an easy choice. Like that's got to be one of the easiest team previews I've seen in a long time. My trainer card is way cooler. Just got some into here. Still haven't worked out what is optimal. Given that I have Torkoal back, I definitely want Trick Room. So I think I will try Terra Poison, Rage Powder, and Trick Room, and see what happens here. So what happens here? Could I have spored? Yep, just add some green. That did a lot. Yeah, it was Heat Wave, so I could have spored. But we're living. So this is where I go for Bullet Seed and Howl. So yeah, because like ideally Spore is better, like, and obviously it is in that situation. But if they go for Shadow Ball, then it's much worse. But like most people do double spread, so like double spread means that Spore is better. But some people don't double spread. They did just attack with Chi-Yu, so they're getting a double KO here unless I dodge. But then that's 3 turns of Trick Room in with the Torkoal. So yeah, they're double connected. So this turn, if they switch to Tatsugiri, it's straight away, then Clear Smog and Wild Charge is much better. If they don't, attacking the Chi-Yu would be better. But then that goes wrong if they switch to Tatsugiri. So this is still up in the air at the moment. It's got to be Dondozo, right? If it's a Moongus, then things are still pretty reasonable. Because I can just Terra Grass. It is Dondozo though, so it's just do they switch to Tatsugiri this turn? Because if they don't, and they just attack with the Chi-Yu here, then that's a very good play. So cover my bases by attacking the Chi-Yu as well. So I will. Okay, good, good, good. Don't double protect. Nice. That's very good. Got it correct, so I'm happy with that. But they still have their terror available. So definitely clear Smog, but it's just, do I close combat expecting a Terra Grass? Do I Eruption expecting a Terra Grass? Do I Protect? No, there's 2 turns of Trick Room and I need to make use of them, so I can't protect the Iron Hands. But if I close combat, then I'm definitely KO'd to Earthquake. Oh no, because they'll be unaware most likely as well anyway. But yeah, 2 turns of Trick Room I have to attack. Because then they can protect on the last turn Trick Room and that doesn't really work. So it has to be, it's definitely clear Smog. Unless they Terra Grass. Prefer if you don't Terra, that would be very kind. But they were always going to, so yeah, should have close combated. Because they were always going to. It was Dragon, though. That's absolute worst case. That's not good. Yeah, close combat was definitely better. Yeah, the close combat was so much better. Yeah, and I've messed up. And it was Order Up. So, to be fair, Order Up, that's not going to KO, is it? So I'm still in this. They're protecting the last turn. But yeah, it definitely should have been CC. From what I'm seeing, like, because it's Dragon, that's going to lose me the game because I can't hit it well with the Torkoal. Because any of the other terrors to avoid Wild Charge being super effective would have meant that fire was still neutral, and then I'd have still been okay. But because it's Dragon and resists, but then it was on me for going for Wild Charge instead of close combat. But then that means that I probably actually maybe live this next attack, so I can still go for an Eruption. And I can still go for a close combat and just hope they don't have EQ. If they have EQ, it's an instant win. Like, there was nothing I could do. But I have to play as if they don't have EQ now. Let's just order up. Am I living? Based on the previous damage. Oh no, it wins Torkoal. Okay, and that was a crit as well. Oh, that's not going to get it. That crit's going to put it out of range, isn't it? I'm totally getting GC'd this episode. Oh, that's going to survive now. Oh, it didn't. Okay, fine. Right, so it's still definitely possible then. If it's... No, Draco still wins, doesn't it? It's the last turn of Sun. So if they muddy water, I'm okay. So it definitely protects, which is stronger. Flamethrower, like that's just 50, but that gets reduced. Like, water. It was Sun, which is better. Like I'm just gonna go for Flamethrower because I'll get the burn. So It's fine. Oh! Protect on the Tatsugiri. So they're not Scarf. They can switch moves. That's a shame I detected that turn then. It's fine. I'm going to dodge the Draco. It's fine. That means they're probably Sash then. So, and I'll dodge the Muddy Water as well. Go on, go for Muddy Water and dodge it. Oh, oh, oh! Yes! I'd win! Nice! I did dodge. I deserve that. You've seen from my previous run that I do deserve that. Nice, we take those. Okay, the run is still alive then, because if I lost that one I was considering just binning off the GC, but the run is still alive to get some points. We take those. I deserve it. And you can't say that I don't. Even just looking at this episode, you can see that I do definitely deserve that.